Ladies and gents, welcome to CG Reaction, and this is How to Gain Weight Tips Tuesday by the channel SamONella Academy. Yes, another Sam video like always. This is how to gain weight. Well, I might know something about this, but let's see what Sam talks about it. Usually it's basically the thumb rule, but eat more calories than you burn. It's opposite when you want to lose weight. But yeah, sometimes some detailed tips are necessary, like don't eat junk food. Not just that it won't make you that much fat compared to the other sources, it's not healthy for you. It will take up space, I guess. Sometimes people eat junk food like stupid fried things and coke and things like that, and then they eat some heavy things and they can't eat much because their stomach is half full already. So this is about the people who can't gain weight. Most people have issue of losing weight. They can gain weight easily, so this is applied to them. Junk food will make you gain a lot of weight, but this is about the people who want to gain weight. Like there are really slim people who try to eat a lot of things but can't gain weight. Just eat whole things, I guess, like peanut butter if you're non-vegetarian like most people are, meat and some heavy things like that, egg yolks and things like that. But yeah, let's see what Sam talks about it. And remember people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out other reaction I did. There's a link in the description with all of my videos. Check out all the Sam videos I did. I've created a playlist for it. It's in the cards with other playlists, so check that out. And yeah, let's see this one.
Hey kids, as you know, many people struggle with weight management. Usually that means they can't keep the pounds off, but if you're like me, you might struggle with the opposite problem. Seriously, this drawing is only a slight exaggeration. So, I'm gonna teach you how to turn that.
Alright, I'm not one of the people who gets slim a lot. I can easily, put on weight. So this, I can't relate to this one. But I've seen lots of people who can't gain weight. Usually their metabolism are really strong. That's the case. They just have to eat more calories. They think they're eating a lot, but they usually are not, because they're eating junk food that doesn't contain as much as calories as proper whole foods. So they just have to eat more. That's what basically it is.
That dank lankin into skank bankin. Quick disclaimer, I am not a nutritionist. I'm mostly talking out my ass here, but I'm reasonably sure that most of the claims I make in this video are factually correct. Alright, let's do this. Tips Tuesday. Tip number 1, eat a da meat. It builds muscle. You know why? 'Cause it is muscle.
Protein.
I'm talking the beef, the pork, the chickie. It's all good. There is no better source of dense protein out there. Tip number 2.
Yeah, so if you eat things like that, it's protein rich. First of all, it will help you, build muscle. Even if you don't work out, if you eat good enough protein, it will still be better than, not eating enough protein. You will see a difference. I mean, obviously, you can't build a significant amount of muscle without working out. But if you're already starving yourself in the protein department, if you eat good enough protein, at least you go back to the average size that you should be. So sometimes people like they were eating just junk food, not much of protein, then they eat protein and they still looks good enough, slightly thicker than usual, and they're like, I didn't work out. Yeah, but now you are at the state that you should have been all the time, but you're starving yourself on the protein sense, so you had a little muscle mass. So yeah, I mean, if you eat proper raw food like meat and things like that, you will gain good enough size in your body, and it's also healthy. It's better than junk food.
Peanut butter. Any nutritionist can tell you that a balance of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats is necessary for a healthy diet. Peanut butter is that balance. Very calorie dense as well, about 90 in each tablespoon. You're gonna wanna opt for chunk style rather than smooth, as it is closer to raw peanuts. Tip number 3, no cold.
Alright, here's the thing. I might not be the slimmest guy of all time. I can gain weight kind of easily, but the point here is I have a hard time eating things. And I'm not talking about when I eat junk food like Coke and things. I don't have space in my stomach. No, not like that. I don't drink Coke and things like that. But when I try to eat chunk of peanut butter, I can't. So when people say that this is really calorie dense food, I mean, I know, because I can nowhere near eat it at a normal rate like I eat other carb heavy and just normal food. So I try to eat a lot of peanut butter, but I literally can't. After sometimes I feel heavy. So I don't know if this is just my issue or lots of people go through it, even though I've seen a lot of people who eat tons and tons of food. So just peanut. This is my personal experience that if I try to eat a lot of peanut butter, I physically can. Any dense food that has lots of fat in it, so I can't eat that in large amounts. Even though it might be dense, I still can't eat enough to make a difference in weight department. Once I remember I was working out like crazy. Like I was lifting twice a day, and I was eating a lot of omega-3 tablets, fish oil, a lot of it above the recommended dosage. So that somehow gave me enough ability to I guess recover in some way, because I didn't hit overtraining. Of course eventually I would have, but it stretched me out for 2-3 weeks, and I was really hard at working that, like 5 to 6 days, lots of those days, twice a day lifting. And I tried to eat a lot of food, a lot of calorie dense food. I'm like, if I gain lots of fat, I'll worry about that later. I want to see how much muscle I can build. And I did gain a lot of muscle at that short period of time, also gain a bit of fat. But what I learned was I can't eat heavy foods like peanut butter and the heavy fat containing food a lot. I just just eat something and that's it. And after that I can't eat for a long time either. So I had to move to more carb protein rather than protein, fat and less carb type of food.
Coffee. But Sam, you say, I need the coffee for my energy. Well, guess what? That's a bunch of pussy bullshit. A man should be running on pure willpower alone. Coffee is a stimulant that makes you waste energy. It makes you poop, waste the nutrients. And it's an appetite suppressant, so you can't stuff your gut as good.
Alright, first of all, it raises your metabolism. So yeah, I get it, but raising metabolism doesn't mean that it's bad for you in any sense. If you're eating enough, I don't think that would be an issue. But yeah, that appetite, suppressor, that is true. If you drink a large amount, and this is large amount, not some 1 cup of coffee should not be so bad, but if you eat large amount of coffee, sometimes I do my pre-workout has 350 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous dried coffee. So things like that, I've somehow noticed that it suppresses my appetite. But yeah, I have to cope with that somehow. But yeah, it could make you, if your coffee drinking habit, like 1 cup, after a few hours you drink another cup, it will make you eat less, and eventually it will cause an issue.
Tip number 4. Supplement with fats. Making spinach, that's good. It's got the nutrients. But it's also got like 6 calories total.
Yeah.
Throw a tablespoon of butter on top of it, and suddenly you up to 106 calories. Don't go with just butter though. It might turn you into a racist. I'm Paula Deen. Instead, diversify your oils. Olive, peanut, coconut, especially coconut. Pop that shit on potato. That's the fazul. Just don't drink crude oil or else you will die. Or turn into a billionaire, but I wouldn't risk it. Tip number 5. Milk.
Milk.
It's like water, except better, because it's got proteins and lactose. But Sam, I don't want my friends seeing me drinking milk. That's what children do. I will punt you over my house, because that is more pussy bullshit. They might laugh now, but they won't be laughing once they see your sick gains. Just don't drink milk.
Yeah, look at those right here. That's milk gains. Because most of the protein I drink is whey. Lots of protein also come milk type of foods like curd, cheese, milk, yogurts. Because I'm a vegetarian, I don't have much protein excess. People say eat beans and legumes and things like that, but have you tried eating those for protein? Those are large amount of food if you want to use that for protein, and it's not easier to eat. So most of my diet and most of my protein comes from milk based things. So yeah,
milk all the time, you could die. Okay, probably not, but milk is not too good a hydrator, so just Drink water too. Do both. Both is good. Tip number 6. Eggs. Protein good for chicks. Protein good for attracting chicks. Now the egg consists of 2 parts, as you know, the yolk and the white, also known as the albumin. Albumin. However, the Al Pacino is not nearly as dense as the yolk as far as calories and proteins are concerned. So if you wanted to get technical, you could ditch the Alpine Ridge and just eat the yolks. You won't miss out on much, as the pair have similar protein contents, just the Al-Qaeda also has a lot of water weight. In conclusion, egg whites are for...
I've seen people just boil the entire egg or something, like cook it somehow and eat raw entire eggs with the shell and yolk inside. If you can do that, that's even better, isn't it? Because you're eating yolk and the albumin or whatever. So that is somehow, and like I said, and I don't eat any meat or anything like that. I don't even eat eggs. But if I did, it would make my life much easier. Let's just say protein issue would not be there. But I've never eaten egg, and I'm like, I don't want to start now.
Gays. That's why they look like G. Tip number 7. Hey Junior, what you drinking there? Pepsi? Are you shitting me? Tip number 7. No sodas. They contain empty calories, for one. Secondly, carbonation is a waste of space. Produces gas, wastes valuable stomach space, so you can't eat as much.
Yeah, so it takes a lot of space in your stomach, obviously, but like he said, the gas, I mean, that makes you feel like you're kind of full, so you don't eat much. I mean, unless there is a response in you triggering like eat food, you probably won't eat food. You will get distracted by something happening in your life or something. You need that feeling like, I want to eat something. So this is not good. This lots of kids, teenagers are slim because they constantly drink these carbonated drinks. That is the issue.
You know why they call it pop? It's because I'll pop a cap in your ass if I catch you drinking it. Tip number 8. Most important, exercise. This is the sole tip that separates the fit fucks from the fat fucks. Obviously you're gonna want to lift, but you should definitely get some cardio in there as well. But Sam, you say, everybody knows that cardio kills gains. I will punt you into the stratosphere because that is more, say it with me, pussy bullshit. Sure, an hour of jogging might lose you 400 calories. But you also get all of these.
If you just started doing cardio, you are not going to jog for an hour and burn this much calories. So just chill out. And yeah, cardio is important even if you're trying to lift more, because it gives you endurance in some way that people don't understand. People just lift weight thinking cardio is just waste of time. I'm going to lift just more weight. But no, cardio helps you in lifting area too. Eventually it gives you endurance. You can do a set or more. Eventually you'll realize, I just got stronger. I can do more sets. But no, it's because your endurance went high. Lots of time people think they're tired. It's because their cardiovascular system is tired, not their muscles. So that is an issue. People get tired of fast and they're like, my muscles are exhausted. No, it's not. You're just tired. Your cardio sucks. So doing cardio is much important.
These benefits. So follow these tips and you'll be swole in no time. I'm SamONella, and thank you for watching.
Yeah, this was all good. This was all good. None of them were bad. Obviously, Sam it's gonna make a good video like this. But yeah, cardio is really important. It raises your body function just better. You're much healthier. Your appetite goes up too. So that's good. And eating healthy, eventually working out. Even nobody says to work out like crazy. Just do even body weight exercise like push-up, pull-ups, something like that, like compound, so you don't have to do much. Just 2 or 3 times a week. Even that is enough for you to look good. You don't have to go crazy. People are like, oh god, I need to lift heavy weights in order to look good. No, you don't. If you want to, that's a different thing, but even body weight exercises are enough. So yeah, this is one of the videos that apparently I had some knowledge inside. So yeah. Alright people, if you like my reaction, don't forget to like and subscribe and support this channel. So I know which type of videos to react to more. If you want me to react to certain video, comment down. Even though I don't reply because there are lots of comments, I do see almost all the comments. So I will eventually react to your videos. And check out the cards for all the playlists I've created. Check out the end cards. Check out the link in the description with all of my videos. Why not? And I'll see you next time.